Welcome to Spectrum News at 4. I am Rita Enon, coming to you live from Oyo. Let's take a look at the headlines. The federal government urges court to reject Nnamdi Kanu'S no-case submission. Military holds mental health training for troops in combat zones. Plus, South Korea to end private adoptions after allegations of abuse. Details of these stories and more in a moment. Welcome back to the news at 4 on Spectrum TV, and many thanks for staying tuned. We begin the news from the national scene where the federal government has urged the Federal High Court in Abuja to reject the no-case submission filed by the detained leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The federal government's lead counsel, Adegboyega Owomolo, SAN, made the plea while responding to the no-case application presented by Nnamdi Kanu. Awomolo told the trial judge, Justice James Omotosho, that Kanu had made a broadcast on Radio Biafra in which he openly and publicly declared his intention to break up Nigeria. He added that Kanu not only threatened to disintegrate the country, but also declared his plan to establish a Republic of Biafra. Meanwhile, the Federal Ministry of Art, Culture and Tourism and the Creative Economy has issued a formal disclaimer distancing itself from a recent publication alleging strained diplomatic relations between Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates UAE. In a statement signed by the Minister, Barrister Anatu Musawa, the ministry described the article as misrepresentative and not reflective of the views of the ministry or the federal government of Nigeria. The ministry emphasized that Nigeria and the UAE maintain a cordial and mutually beneficial relationship, particularly in the areas of tourism, development and cultural exchange. Contrary to the claims made in the article, the ministry also clarified that the federal government has not received any official notification regarding changes to the UAE's visa policy for Nigerian citizens. Reaffirming Nigeria's commitment to global tourism collaboration, the ministry stated its continued dedication to fostering peaceful, truth-based partnerships with international allies. In another development, the Nigerian Air Force, NAF, has warned the public against fraudulent messages circulating online that falsely claim that NAV has commenced recruitment for the 2025-2026 Basic Military Training Course, BMTC, and its Direct Short Service Commission, DSSC. The NAV stated that no such recruitment exercise is ongoing, urging the public to disregard these messages in their entirety. The Air Force, in a statement on X, emphasized that its recruitment and enlistment processes are free, transparent, and merit-based, adding that it does not charge any fee at any stage of its recruitment exercise and does not engage third parties or agents for enlistments. Meanwhile, the Armed Forces of Nigeria has launched the 2025 first biannual sensitization training on stress management, post-traumatic stress disorder, and emotional intelligence for troops deployed in active combat theaters. The training, held at the 8th Division Auditorium in Sokoto, was targeted at officers and soldiers involved in Operation Fansanyama and other internal security operations across the country. Speaking at the opening ceremony, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, reaffirmed the military's commitment to the mental health of its personnel, noting that troops not only confront physical threats but also endure deep emotional and psychological strain in their line of duty. In a separate development, the Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria has issued an urgent call for government and security intervention as a wave of vandalism and theft targeting critical infrastructure threatens to disrupt services nationwide. The chairman of Adun, Gbenga Adebayo, said in a statement that the surge in attacks on telecommunication facilities could lead to a nationwide network collapse if not urgently addressed. According to him, between May and July 2025, multiple incidents of vandalism were recorded at telecom cell sites in Rivers, Ogun, Osun, Imo, Kogi, Ekiti, Lagos, and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The targeted attacks, according to operators, have disrupted services, caused prolonged network blackouts, and led to severe congestion, leaving millions of Nigerians without reliable connectivity. Adun noted that the telecommunications industry is currently undergoing its largest infrastructural expansion in recent years. Operators are modernizing transmission equipment, overhauling power systems, and laying thousands of kilometers of fiber optic cables to extend coverage and boost capacity. It warned of a growing black market for stolen telecom equipment and urged the public to remain vigilant and avoid buying suspicious items. In education, the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, (NELFund), has announced plans to introduce a centralized job portal by 2026 to assist student loan beneficiaries employment opportunities both within Nigeria and international impact of the student loan scheme and support graduates towards financial independence. Speaking during a media engagement in Abuja, to mark 1 year since the loan scheme was launched, NELFund's Managing Director Akintunde Soya stated that while the agency did not guarantee jobs, the planned job portal was designed to support graduates' transition to international employers interested in recruiting Nigerians. He also reiterated that student loan repayment would not commence until beneficiaries had completed their National Youth Service and were gainfully employed. And now to Africa, where the Burkina Faso government adopted a bill at the Council of Ministers to dissolve the Independent National Electoral Commission, (CENI). According to Minister of State Emile Zerbo, the decision is part of the government's overhaul and institutional reforms aimed at reducing operating costs. Reports say election management would once again be entrusted to the electoral administration as it was before 1998. The transition in Burkina Faso has been extended by the national meetings until 2029 to rebuild and regain national sovereignty. According to the 2001 law on the CENI, the institution is composed of 15 commissioners, including representatives from political parties and even civil society. And on the foreign scene, Pope Leo XIV emphasized the importance of protecting places of worship in a call with Prime Minister Benjamin following Israel's deadly strike on Gaza's only Catholic church. In a statement, the pontiff also renewed his appeal for negotiations, a ceasefire, and an end to the war, while reiterating his concern for the dramatic humanitarian situation in the Palestinian territory. The Vatican said Netanyahu initiated the call the day after Israelis' fire on the Holy Family Church in Gaza City, which killed 3 people and provoked international condemnation. Still on the foreign scene, South Korea is set to overhaul its adoption system on Saturday by ending the decade-old practice of outsourcing adoptions to private agencies, which has led to widespread allegations of abuse. South Korea, Asia's 4th largest economy and a global cultural powerhouse, sent more than 140,000 children overseas between 1955 and 1999, but an official inquiry concluded this year that the international adoption process had been riddled with irregularities, including fraudulent orphan registrations, identity tampering, and inadequate vetting of adoptive parents. And still to come in the news, Napoli set Monday deadline to sell Osimhen. Stay tuned for details in a moment.
Broadening your horizon is what every living being not only genuinely desires, but heartily pursues and intentionally invests in. For in the gathering of men, only those whose minds are in tune with the dynamics of the past, present, and future innovations, inventions, politics, and governance are respected. We are Spectrum Television, and broadening your horizon is our obsession. Rescan your decoder now to connect Spectrum Television on the frequency 12589, symbol rate 26250. That is frequency 12589, symbol rate 26250. Polarization horizontal, and join our online community at spectrumtvlive.ng. For further inquiries, please call 0705642 or 0704-541-7707. Spectrum Television, broadening your horizon.
Welcome back to the news on Spectrum TV, and many thanks for staying tuned. Now we move to the rest of the news stories. On our business news, the federal government has expressed concern that Nigeria is losing money through excessive unprocessed raw material, average 19.8 trillion naira. The federal government is eyeing a 17.2 trillion naira by implementing a new bill mandating 30% value addition to raw materials before export. In an interview, the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the Raw Materials Research and Development Council, RMRDC, Prof. Nnayelugu Ike Munonso, noted that the federal government is banking on increased domestic production and reduced raw exports to drive economic expansion. The RMRDC DG, while describing the 17% growth estimate as ambitious yet modest, said the bill represents Nigeria's best shot at boosting productivity, industrialization, and prosperity. And still in business, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals has uncovered a fresh racket involving some of its affiliate marketers and strategic partners who have been diverting subsidized refined petroleum products for profit, prompting the suspension of the refinery's discounted fuel supply scheme and its investigations by the refinery. It has revealed that certain marketers who were granted discounted products meant to ensure affordability and steady supply across retail outlets had been rerouting the loaded trucks to unregistered third-party marketers. The scheme was originally designed to support Dangote's registered affiliate marketers in achieving stable profit margins amid price competition from fuel importers, while also guaranteeing nationwide availability of the refinery's products. However, the marketers were found to be circumventing the distribution chain by allowing imported non-registered marketers to pick up products from the refinery using authority of theirs to collect a loading ticket. In health, the Ondo State chapter of the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, has rejected the federal government's plan to review allowances for medical and dental officers in the federal public service. The association made its position known in a communique issued after an emergency meeting held in Akure, the state's capital. The statement, made available to newsmen, was jointly signed by the state chairman, Dr. Walonge Olumuyiwa, and Secretary Dr. Olaupa Gideon. The communique reads that the recent circular issued by the National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission concerning the review of allowances for medical and dental officers in the federal public service has raised significant concerns within the healthcare community. The association expressed solidarity with the National Officers Committee of the NMA and backed its demands to the federal government, including the immediate withdrawal of the circular and a 300% salary increase for all medical and dental practitioners. And now to sportswear. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has omitted Nigerian officials from list of referees and assistant referees that will officiate at the upcoming 2024 African Nations Championship, CAF. It named 70 match officials for the biennial competition, which is designed for players who feature in their countries' domestic leagues. The list includes 26 referees, 26 assistant referees, and 18 video match officials. The officials are drawn from 30 member associations. However, CAF has over the years overlooked Nigerian officials for major competitions, as this edition of the chain will be hosted by 3 countries, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. The competition will run from 2nd to the 30th of August 2025. And still in sports, Napoli has given Galatasaray a deadline of next Monday to sort out paperwork for Victor Osimhen. According to Football Italia, the two clubs have agreed terms on the anti-Serie A clause and percentage issues. Napoli has negotiated with Galatasaray for Osimhen's sale all summer. The Turkish champions are desperate to have Osimhen on a permanent basis after he spent last season on loan. According to reports, during his short stint in Istanbul, the Super Eagles striker netted 37 goals and provided 8 assists in 41 appearances. On our entertainment news, singer-songwriter Adekunle Gold has released the highly anticipated new single Coco Money, his second official single for the year. The track, which was first teased at an exclusive dinner event in May, is a vibrant and catchy blend of Afro-pop, Afrobeats and highlife, reflecting Adekunle Gold's signature style and smooth vocals. Produced by Nifkeys, Coco Money's lyrics, which explore the themes of wealth, luxury and confidence, aligns with Adekunle Gold's recent embrace of a soft life aesthetic. And that's all we have for you on the news at this time. Do ensure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel, all of which you can find on our website, spectrumtvlive.ng. You have been watching Spectrum News at 4. I am Rita Eno. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
Spectrum TV.